Hey, it's your boy Bobby B's here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Ghost versus Ronnie. Looking at everybody's approach to Ronnie so far, I think when it comes down to it, Unique is, that's his brother. He loves him. And you love your family, even if they act like Ronnie. Y'all know y'all do. And there's also Kanan, who just encountered Ronnie, and he's already getting the vibes that we're getting by watching him on the screen. Of course, we haven't seen reactions that Rock or Marvin or Lulu would have with him, but let's talk about Ghost and how he would handle the situation. Now, if Ghost, in his prime, we're talking about Book 1 Ghost, ever had to deal with Ronnie, it'd be a situation where he would be alert to Ronnie getting out of prison. Now, don't get it twisted. Ghost did not know that Kanan was getting out of prison and wish that Kanan would have told him ahead of time, but Kanan never told him, but Sean knew. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, though, Ghost would have kept tabs on a person like Ronnie, knowing how he is and what kind of threat he is. And he would have decided to himself whether he thought about, dealing with Ronnie in terms of like having some people get at him and take him out, or if he wanted to get at Ronnie in terms of like, okay, if he acts up, if he do something, we're going to set him up and we're going to send him back to prison, or he would go personally himself. Ghost had different methods of how he dealt with things. He would work with people to do some things. He would set a person up if he needed to by getting other people to do things for him, or he would do it himself privately and alone. We all know whenever he wants to do something alone, he does it. He goes into his private mode. Nobody knows about it. Tommy don't know. Tasha don't know. He will alert somebody to something, but sometime if he wanted to. But when he really wanted to get at somebody, he'd move like how he wanted to do, by himself. So when it comes down to it, if Ghost was dealing with somebody like Ronnie, and again, when it comes down to it, Ronnie is moving very, very mysteriously. Ronnie is moving like a chess player, and he's not letting anybody really see his moves like that. It's the situation where someone like Ghost would pay attention to him. Somebody that's like Ronnie with the threat level that Ronnie is would be somebody that Ghost is most definitely paying attention to. If this is a person that he didn't get a chance to take out and they ended up going to prison for whatever reason, it's a situation where it's like, okay, well, I got to keep eyes on him, because even when he gets out of prison, he'll be on that shit. And not only that, Ghost is so powerful that he would even try to possibly set somebody up in prison to get Ronnie if he thought Ronnie was really that bad. So Ronnie probably would have never have come home. So when it comes down to it, is anybody in power right now at Ghost's level? Rock seems to be the main character that's sitting at Ghost's level right now. She is the queen pin. She's the head of her household. She's the boss, but she's also working with other bosses in terms of dealing with Tony, who I call from Who's the Boss. Like, forgive me, I gotta remember his name. And there's also Unique, who's a boss in his own right. And then there's also Cartier. He was the boss in his own right at one point as well. And several others. So, but the thing is, Rock always stays on top of her game. She's always aware. She's always alert. I think when Rock becomes alert to Ronnie, we don't know how they're going to respond, because she's probably going to be like, well, he is Unique's brother, and if I have to do something to him, I don't want it to come back to me. But then again, they know it would come back to her because they know how Rock and her people's move. So if Marvin shows up or if Lou shows up, they know they did it. The only person that they probably could use to take care of Ronnie that it wouldn't really track back, because this person doesn't have much of a reputation, if I had to pay attention, it would be Jukebox. But we'll see how that play out. Basically, this is my opinion. If Ghost was going up against Ronnie, he would have been dealt with him. He would have dealt with him before he went to prison. He would have dealt with him while he was in prison. Or when Ronnie got out, he would have dealt with Ronnie when Ronnie got outside of prison. Ghost would have been prepared for somebody like Ronnie. And the way Ronnie's moving right now, he would have been ready for Ronnie. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby B's here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one.